circus. You've seen them at little Timmy's birthday party. You've even seen them on backwoods streets. But what if these friendly-faced fellows were actually frighteningly ferocious fanatics? Director Aaron Wyeth knows how terrifying this movie is and is willing to pay $1,000 to your next of kin should you die of fright. If you're brave enough, then come to the theater this October and watch as the clowns get their last laugh only in honk, honk, stab, stab,
The thrilling tale of Zorbo's revenge continues tonight as Dr. Zorbo makes his way to the ocean world of Maul, accompanied by his new ally, General Confusion. Here, in the floating wave city, Dr. Zorbo seeks the recently invented Phlogiston Drive, an engine of terrible power that is perfectly suited to serve his fearsome Star Mangler. We join the action as Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion stalk the salt-sprayed streets of nighttime Wave City, approaching the warehouse where the Phlogiston Drive
Dr. Zorbo is no man. However, we must take the drive up the formidable source of power at the heart of the Star Mangler. No authority in the galaxy will be able to stop me in my quest to destroy Captain Cosmos. At last, we shall use the repulsors to lift ourselves unseen to the roof, Confusion!
Ha! This warehouse door is no match for the metallic might of General Confusion. A bold entrance, exactly as planned.
Your fearsomeness is matched only by your foolishness, General. Let us act with haste before your blundering attracts unwanted attention.
Inside the darkened space of the warehouse, Dr. Zorbo seeks out the crate where the Phlogiston Drive is stored, only to find that someone else has gotten there first.
Get a move on, boys! That high-tech whatchamacallit is gonna make me the richest octopus this side of the galactic center.
Boss, I don't know how we're gonna get this thing out of here. Ain't none of us strong enough to lift it.
Use some of those anti-grav dollies over there, you morons! Any other of you sea cucumbers got any dumb questions? I got 8 arms and a saw for every one of them, so think real careful-like before you ask. I crawled out of the sea and built a criminal empire, the likes of which this planet has never seen. And I still gotta put up with these palookas?
Dr. Zorbo, that squid is stealing the engine we came to steal. Are we stealing from them, or are they stealing from us?
What's that? Somebody call me a squid?
I cannot imagine why I brought you on a stealth mission, General.
Agreed, Dr. Zorbo. A job like this requires daring and a full frontal assault, exactly as we discussed.
Whoever you are back there, you better get ready to sleep with the fishes. I got a whole chopper squad here to fill you full of holes. Get 'em, boys!
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion hide behind a wall of crates as the octopoid mobsters' weapons rain screaming energy blasts in their direction.
Pinned down by the hapless minions of a backwater gangster, this insult shall not go unavenged. These hooligans will flee without their leader. Cut off the head of the snake, the body will die.
Snake, where?
It was a metaphor, you simpleton. Swiftly now, General. Use your optical beam disintegrator and destroy this mobster mollusk.
Nothing could be simpler for the steely warlord of Spibula.
General Confusion's optical disintegrator lances skyward in a brilliant blast of energy. A burner from the structure above crashes to the ground, landing upon the advancing gunman.
That's exactly the opposite of what I meant, buffoon. However, I cannot fault the results. So now, to face this 8-legged strong armor,
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion emerge from their hiding place, squaring off against the furious Octosaw.
So, you're the creeps trying to muscle in on my legitimate theft. A tin man and a bubble-brained clown. Well, that might be a fancy weapon you got, but I ain't met a goon yet who can face down the furious blades of Octosaw. I'm gonna cut you both down to chum!
Circle behind him, Confusion. He may have 8 arms, but he can't look in 2 directions at the same time.
A cunning plan, Doctor.
No, you idiot! That's the exit! Go, forget it! Octosaw, is it? Look, if profit is your goal, perhaps I have an offer that would interest you.
Yeah, it'd have to be pretty good. This here Floki Whatsit is worth a lot of credits. Why shouldn't I just kill you and take it?
Well then, I shall tell you. Imagine the money you could make with the power of the most fearsome evil minds in the galaxy at your side. The breadth of your criminal empire when, with my help, you spread it well beyond this soggy den of misery. Imagine what you could get away with in a galaxy without that do-gooder, Captain Cosmos. I am the once and future Emperor of the Universe, Dr. Zorbo. Give me the Flunston Drive, and join me in my quest to reclaim my throne.
Hey.
And
Good
I
to see
shall
you
bring
again.
you power and wealth, undreamt of, and your little octo-fantasies.
Emperor, eh? Sounds like a lot of dough in that racket.
Oh, yes. Fathomless riches. All yours, too. If you help me.
All right, Zorbo, you got yourself a deal. I need a vacation anyway. But you even think of cutting me out of the payoff, and
Perish the thought.
And so, the evil Dr. Zorbo enlisted the help of the Mollusk Mob boss of Maw, gaining yet another villainous ally in his quest to defeat Captain Cosmos once and for all. The Star Mangler moves ever closer to completion as Dr. Zorbo installs its new phlogiston drive. With the tentacle terror of Octosaw at his side and General Confusion's confusion corrected, what malevolent master of mayhem will Dr. Zorbo seek out next?
Hey, Mitchell. Ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees.
Bees?
Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. 1 dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha, are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my Mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
Good morning, everyone! Are you feeling tired this morning? Are you just not a morning person? Or maybe you're just looking for a good drink to start the day with? Well, coming to Slocum's Joe was the right choice. How can I help the next person in line have a good morning?
Hey there, Doughboy. Oh, I can't seem to wake up today. Got any specials running?
Oh, I sure do. For only $30, you can get a large coffee and a delicious jelly donut. That should perk you right up.
Wow, only $30? I found $30 in my back pocket yesterday. I'll take one.
Here you go.
Oh, this is delicious. Thanks, Doughboy. I feel more awake already.
Disclaimer. Slocum Joes cannot be held responsible for any burns caused by ingesting their products. Welcome back to Zorbo's Revenge. Tonight, in Chapter 6, Dr. Zorbo finds himself on the technologically advanced planet of Ketson Prime, whose inhabitants are so focused on technological advancement that they have no idea what to do with their bounty of scientific developments. We join Zorbo at the planet's annual Galactic Science Fair as he interviews candidates to lead the development of the ultimate superweapon, the Stamangler.
What are these worthless inventions? Do you not understand the importance of my mission? Get out of my sight immediately!
Why, I never.
Get out, or I shall be forced to call the gods.
Thank you for your time.
The incompetence on this planet is nauseating. I thought for certain that I would be able to find a capable scientist here, but they're all such hopeless buffoons. Coordinator, cancel the rest of the interviews. I am leaving this wretched planet. Who the...
I apologize in advance for debilitating the interview coordinator, but she refused to allow me in. Don't worry, she's not dead, but she won't be waking up anytime soon. Now we can speak in private. Dr. Zorbo.
I mean, just one moment. Humor me a little bit. Who in their right mind would violently barge in here and then expect to gain an audience with me?
There's no need to be so uptight, Dr. Zorbo. You're in the company of Ketson Prime's peerless prodigy, Floating Face Farah. I have a proposition for you today that I believe will be mutually beneficial.
Floating Face...
It's good to be out of that waterlogged bunker, let me tell you what.
Look, I've seen enough useless inventions today. Guards, remove her from my sight.
Unfortunately, the guards won't be coming, Dr. Zorbo.
I just can't shake these
I took
nightmares.
the liberty of disabling them
Floating
in
in
advance
space
to avoid
forever.
any unnecessary interruption.
Why?
Then it seems I must remove you myself. You've made a great mistake by angering me today, Floating Face Farah. I am the unstoppable Dr. Zorbo.
In a fury, Dr. Zorbo throws a mighty punch toward Floating Face Farah. As Zorbo lunges forward, Farah deftly reveals a hidden holster underneath her suit jacket. She draws the weapon with expert precision, firing a seemingly fatal shot directly into Zorbo's chest.
Is this the end for Dr. Zorbo? Know that I shall haunt you forever, you pest! Wait a moment. Why am I not dying? Your pathetic weapon cannot harm the great Zorbo.
Of course not, Dr. Zorbo. That was merely a stun ray to prove my skills. Why would I want to kill my future employer?
Well, I suppose you've shown some merit. Perhaps I was too hasty in my judgment. All right, you have my attention.
Excellent. I knew we could have a civil discussion. Quite frankly, I grow tired of my home planet. None of my fellow Ketsonians have any grand ambition. They invent useless trinkets without any purpose, immediately neglecting them to discover something new. I refuse to continue participating in this pointless cycle. Please allow me to join your cause, so that I can finally see my inventions put to real use.
And so it seems there's at least one scientist on this planet who isn't a complete fool. But you're aware that there is a glaring problem with your proposition, Farah. I cannot kill Captain Cosmos with mere stun rays.
Not to worry, Dr. Zorbo. That's where my latest creation comes into play. The Food Blaster 9000. It generates a 1 billion gigawatt laser, which is separated into millions of more controllable micro lasers. These micro lasers are then shot at the food thousands of times within a nanosecond. Any meal will be perfectly heated and ready for consumption in under a second.
I'm not really following. Are you actually proposing we melt his tongue by superheating his lunch? Look, my plan is much larger than that. It's enormous, even. What I need is to complete the Empier's main cannon to absolutely pulverize Captain Cosmos and his puny planet Earth.
Allow me to reiterate. 1 billion gigawatt laser. If focused on the target. From my calculations, that much energy would be capable of destroying an entire star system. Are you following me now, Dr. Zorbo?
Absolutely brilliant. Standing ovation. Say no more. Floating face, Farah. As of this moment, I officially declare you my Lord of Destruction. You will join me and bring life to the greatest super weapon of all time, the Star Mangler.
Finally, the universe will know
just
the
can't
name
shake these nightmares.
Floating Face
Floating
Farah!
in space forever. Just why?
With the Lord of Destruction now in his ranks, Dr. Zorbo moves one step closer to completing construction of the Star Mangler. Will Captain Cosmos prevail against such a powerful superweapon? Or is Earth doomed to become space dust? Find out more in the exciting next chapter of Zorbo's Revenge. This broadcast is brought to you by Wonder Glue, the one-of-a-kind adhesive you can use to fix anything. Broken vases, cups, ceramics, and even robots. In fact, the scientists at Robco have helped us with a demonstration. Here we have 2 refurbished robots, their parts reassembled with glue. Protectron 1 had his parts attached with industrial-strength Wonder Glue. Protectron 2 with our leading competitor's brand. How are you feeling, Protectron 1? Do your machine parts feel securely attached?
I feel wonderful. Thank you.
Well, listen to that. You sound like you're ready to patrol the streets again. And what about you, Protectron 2? Ready to get out there and defend Appalachia?
Tell me.
My word, it seems Protectron 2 doesn't have the same zest for life that Protectron 1 has. Oh dear, he's just fallen apart. At least he's in a better place now. Clean this up, will you, number 1?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Well, there you have it. 2 out of 2 Protectrons agree. If you're looking for a powerful adhesive at an affordable cost, look no further than Wonder Glue. It works wonders.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? Thanks for giving me a place to stay further. Was Earth always so solid? It feels so wobbly.
Well, I've stopped the alien invasion and saved the planet once more. Time for an ice-cold beer.
But is it ice cold? Or is it room temperature?
Room temperature, Ronaldo. But my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour.
Just
For behold,
why?
I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your drinks.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No, it's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cool, even when temperatures aren't. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A
I'll
curse
try
on you
not to get
and
it in.
variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're the real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today.
The sound you are hearing comes to you from the Sonic Squire, a brand new speaker system featured in theaters, studios, and soon, your living room. This marvelous, lifelike, one-of-a-kind sound was developed by the scientists at Sonic Sound Systems and is used in motion pictures, concerts, and educational programming worldwide. Imagine your family sitting down and listening to our Commander-in-Chief's fireside chats in crystal clear audio.
Well, I'm just a mechanic. I don't need high-fidelity, laser-crisp sound when I'm
If
working
Michael
on
is
my
out
car.
You may be
I
okay
hope they
living in
found someone
mediocrity,
decent to
Jim,
take them in.
but what about your children? Consider the lesson you're teaching them.
Golly. Well, I didn't think of that.
That's the problem, Jim. You didn't think. And now little Timmy's going to spend the rest of his life doing things halfway.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hope the scanner module you found does the trick.
It's not too late. Buy a Sonic Squire, and you'll not only enjoy spectacular, stunning, high-quality audio
just
in your
can't shake
home,
these
but you'll
nightmares.
be setting your children up for a
Everything's
future of
peaceful.
success.
I'll put it in order right now. For the garage and the living room. And then maybe someday, President Timmy.
Why not? With high-intensity, intrepidly bold sound, anything is possible. Visit your local electronics store and ask about the Sonic Squire, the leading brand in audio today.
Don't want to haul it back yourself? Sell it here.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Susan, I'm glad you could join us today. We really have to discuss Jerry's recent incident.
My little Jerry is a saint. You and I both know,
This vendor unit is equipped
Of
with
course, Susan. No one is trying to place
measures.
blame here.
Don't
However,
get any
3
ideas.
missing hamsters, a
Jump.
broken chalkboard, and 7 named children demands at least a discussion of accountability.
Your little classroom calamity is not my problem. My problem is my child's brain is now inside a damn
Need
robot.
some ammo,
How is he
chems,
supposed to play
or
catch with the
spiky
other
bits
kids with
to stab
these
people with?
ridiculous claws?
You may find
Mother,
some here.
you are embarrassing me.
And now, episode 618 of A Better Life Underground.
So, let me get this straight, Howard. You think there's a ghost in the nuclear reactor room?
There is a ghost, Paul.
Reminder,
We've all heard the
any
clattering and
attempted
howling late at night.
five-finger discounts
Probably
will
Edward
be
Jenkins coming back to
reclaimed
haunt us.
and paid for
Really,
with
Victoria?
said
Ed Jenkins?
fingers.
The guy we exiled from the vault last year?
He must have died out there, and now he wants his revenge.
Well, we'll have to chase him off soon. The constant howling has been disrupting my beauty rest. What does Vault Tech Security mean to do about it?
Oh, as much as I hate being near the reactor, I suppose I can take a look. If there's any flim-flam going on, you can rest assured I'll handle it.
With some hesitance, the trio of would-be ghost hunters make their way to the vault's nuclear reactor, a place you'd normally want to avoid, even if there wasn't a potential specter roaming the area.
The air here is so sticky. I feel like I'm breathing in pure death.
It's the spirit of Edward Jenkins. He's inhabiting this whole section of the vault. I can feel it. He's likely to take his vengeance upon us at any moment just for coming into his territory.
Just hold on now, you two. That's just the radiation from the reactor. It's perfectly harmless. I think you've been getting worked up over a big nothing.
Just then, a ghostly apparition streaks across a dark section of the room, startling even the hardened Vault Tech security officer. Perhaps the vault is haunted by its past demons after all.
Did you see what I saw?
What was that? Paul? I'm scared.
Get back, Victoria. Whatever it is, Vault Tech security training has prepared me to not be afraid of anything, even apparitions.
It seems to be coming from over there, behind that large console.
Time to investigate and get to the bottom of this.
Nervously, Paul approaches the console. Suddenly, out of the darkness, a terrifying figure emerges and lunges toward Howard.
Ah, it's got me! I'm a goner for sure. Save yourselves! It's covering me in some sort of ghoulish goo.
What in the world is that peculiar aroma? I know that smell. Is that pork and beans?
Ooh, that's no ghost. That's just a filthy food-covered man. Jenkins, is that you?
Well, I guess I wasn't going to be able to hide forever.
You're not dead? How did you get back in here? I watched you get exiled.
You'd be surprised what a man can accomplish with a high enough will to survive. There's barely any protections on the reactor vent tubes. I suppose because they didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to subject themselves to such intense radiation. Joke's on them, though. I'm exactly that amount of stupid.
Why are you covered in beans?
I sneak into the kitchen every night for some grub. But tonight, the damn air duct broke, landing my keister straight into the big pot for tomorrow's lunch.
I was wondering if you were coming back.
You are the reason I've been so rudely awoken for so many months. All that awful moaning.
No, you try crawling through these tiny vault vents every day with level 3 radiation sickness and see if you don't cry out in pain.
Well, since you seem to love radiation so much, I think we can probably find a way to keep you around. See, these reactor cores need a good scrubbing.
He'll never survive that, and then he'll haunt us for sure.
Paul, would you do that to your own long-lost brother?
What?
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
I just can't shake these
Hey, Heather.
nightmares.
Is that a copy of Bubble Bomber you're playing?
Huh?
Just
Oh,
fun.
hi, Jesse. I just started playing it. Bubble Bomber is great. You should try it.
I don't know. I heard a rumor about it secretly mind-controlling people through its sheer addictiveness.
That's preposterous, Jesse. Bubble Bomber is good. Bubble Bomber is life. Where is your Bubble Bomber? It's time for you to play Bubble Bomber.
What? What's happening? Get your hands off me!
Yes, Jesse. Come sit down and see what Bubble Bomber is all about. We must all bomb the bubbles.
Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible. Where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astoundingly awesome tales.
Are you ready for more tantalizing tales of terror? Myths of monsters and machismo? The history of a heroic hunter? Good, because it is time yet again for another exciting journey with Rip Daring, Cryptid Hunter Extraordinaire. Joining the intrepid adventurer is his field medic, Guinevere, a nurse as equally skilled in medicine as she is at deflecting Rip. And lastly, the loyal Percival,